All right, give everybody a minute to get here. Got some books. Thought I'd work on some cute and creepy. Anything else y'all want to do? So we'll just give it a couple minutes till everybody gets here. Thanks. Good morning, lurkers. Your lurkers are here before the regulars. Good morning, lurkers. Yeah, I got my coffee. I got some cranberry juice. Keep my voice going. Hi, Verica, Angie, Linda. Good morning. Kelly W, Lori Loves, Montana, Kelly S. Let me get my voice going. I got a fan blowing on my face. I better turn that. That's probably what's drying out my voice here. Hey, Ray, Diane, Darla, Riri. So yeah, how's everybody doing? Happy Hump Day. You too, Nancy. Hi, Pamela. Lurking as usual. Thank you for being here. Nancy McGill, Terrence Williams. Who else? Diana, Chris Mack. Said Ray. Hi, Kmore. Good to see you. Anybody else I'm missing? Everybody having a good week, I hope. Susie's Cottage. Who else? I'm sure I'm missing people. Hi, some big jerk. Mernin, some big jerk. And some big jerk is not a troll, just because the name sounds like it. Hi, Mary. Okay, Mary, I didn't see you stream this morning. Are you okay? I don't think I saw you stream yesterday either. Are you okay, Mary? I mean, I saw you on Twitter, so I know you're okay. But yeah, I haven't seen you stream for a couple days. I don't think. Maybe you did and I missed it. Hi, Tracy. Okay, Riri. I'm going to show some books and then I'll probably do some cute and creepy, or, if you have requests. We can do whatever. I don't know why there's an extra glare today for some reason. Oh, I think it's the sun is really bright today, which I'm not complaining. So, yeah. You did stream yesterday? Okay. Let's see. You're fine? Okay, good. All right, let's let everybody know you're fine. Oh. Happy Hump Day, Sue. Happy Hump Day to you too. So I picked up I got a couple books from Amazon. I got a couple books on clearance at Books A Million. And so, yeah, I thought I'd show those. And then I got some paint palette here ready to do some cute and creepy or whatever. Hi, Candy. You'll be in the balcony? Okay. All right. Enjoy it. Well, should I say enjoy your PT? Hi, Jerry. Hi, Sue. So, yeah. So if y'all are just joining me for the first time or you're watching the recording, I'm Dee Dee. I stream every Monday and Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern, but I usually come on a little early to say good morning. Say good morning to the troops. And yeah. So, yeah, you can always fast forward if you want to get right to a project or something. I'm still trying to finish up my Scarlett Johansson, and I think I got everything else done yesterday. I mailed out $100 worth of stuff. So I got all my mailing done yesterday at the post office. Took me 2 trips into the post office, 2 trips to carry everything in. But I got everything sent out that needed to be sent out. What else? I'm looking around. I'm pretty. I got my Inktober done for this morning on the poster. And hi, Cindy. Okay, thank you. Sleep well, Cindy. Sleep well. Thanks for popping in. And so we're at day 14. So I still have 16 more bugs to put on my poster. So I've got a bunch of the bigger ones. Now I'm going to have to start making them smaller so they all fit in the spaces. I'm not showing anybody the poster completed till the end of the month. So all you see is just a little tiny bug every day until the end of the month. So today, let me go to my IG. Today it was a flea. Oh, it's changed over on me. Hang on. Today it was a flea. So I just posted it a couple minutes ago. And so you can see legs and other bits of other insects around it. And I try to put a pin in each one so for scale, so you can kind of see how big each one is. So there's a flea for today. And you look up close on a flea, that would be a creepy like creature in a horror movie. I mean, they're really creepy looking when you get up close. They look like they have armor and they're really creepy looking. Hi, Gaga. Hi, Kenneth. How you doing? Okay. Well, how is your where you are? Are you back out with the school buses, Kenneth, in your area? Because I know every area is different as far as what schools are open and closed and all that. Let's see, Barbara, Karen. I know I'm probably missing. I said hi to Sue. You get out the insect repellent. Yeah, exactly. Good one. Hi, Violet. So yeah, so I got some books to show, and then new color book I saw came out on Tolkien. And then of course y'all know I'm working in Cute and Creepy. This is the one I'm working in this month. I'm trying to do a page a day. I haven't quite done that many. I'll just show you the ones I have done while we're sitting here talking. So, I've done, I don't know, let's see, I'll count them as we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think that's it. So I've done 11. I've done 11 so far. And so, yeah. Only Wednesday, no school. Okay. Yeah, I just wondered if you were out making the rounds, Kenneth. So it's always good to see you. Hi, Sherry Bug. Hey, Bacola. There's our super mod. Everybody's super mod. Anybody that has Bacola as a mod, you better treat her well. Give her a raise. Give Bacola a raise if she's your mod. Oh, and then there's Janet. Oh yeah, give Janet a raise too. Hi, Janet. So Janet didn't get to stream on Monday because her camera apparently is conked out. So she's ordered her another one. Do you know when it's supposed to be here, Janet? Oh, thanks, Kenneth. Oh, it's good to have you here too. So I don't know when Janet. Hopefully, Janet gets her camera today. Well, if she doesn't get it tomorrow by today, then I don't know that we'll do it. We don't have anybody scheduled for a guest tomorrow. So unless I can drag Zippy the unicorn in, then we just don't have anybody lined up. So I don't know if Janet will be able to, do our weekly guest show tomorrow or not if she doesn't have a new camera yet. So, oh, you hope tomorrow? Okay. Okay. Because we stream, Janet and I stream at 10 a.m. Eastern. My normal days are 9 a.m. on Monday and Wednesday, but on Thursday, when Jan and I do a guest show, it's 10 a.m. Eastern. So hopefully she'll get her camera tomorrow. We'll see. And so you can, follow me, ring my bell if you want to get notifications if we stream tomorrow. So it's kind of an impromptu thing. We don't ever guarantee we'll be here on Thursday, but we try. We try. So anyway, that's what I'm working in today. I did kind of think I might do. I was thinking of doing this one today. I'll show you. I'm thinking of doing the ghost. It's kind of an easy one. On stream days, I got to have something I can kind of get done. So I thought maybe I'd do the ghost. I've been doing them pretty quick I don't think any of them have taken me over at the most 2 hours because I base coat with paint, right? And I'll do that with this too. So I base coat it with paint and then go in and do the details with pencil, shade with pencil. Okay, Camilla, thank you. Gotta work. No problem. That's why we record. Hi, Michelle. Who else? Linda. Hi, Kat. How's it going? I know. Kat said, Janet, it's been 2 weeks without you. I miss the snark. She's a snarky one, our Janet. She is a snarky one. Yeah, she Janet ordered her I think they don't have the 930 anymore. They have it's called the 922 Pro. I'm pretty sure they're pretty much all the same. As long as you get 1080, it's got HD 1080 capability. They didn't have my camera. They didn't have that exact one on Logitech anymore. So they probably upgraded it to, this is the one Janet's getting. I'm pretty sure the Logitech 922 Pro. So I don't know if they just changed the names. I don't know. But anyway, any kind of, the Logitechs that have HD 1080p capability, then they should be fine for streaming. Let's see. So hopefully she'll get it, tomorrow. We'll see about doing a show tomorrow. Hi, Kathy. Happy hump day. Kathy Carney. So I got some new books. I thought I'd show those and then maybe work in the cute and creepy, unless anybody has any requests to do anything else. Other than that, I just need to keep working on my Scarlett Johansson to get that finished. Comic Book Hut already finished my John Wayne picture that he worked on, and I worked on Scarlett, and he worked on John Wayne last week. And so he's probably going, well, when are you going to finish mine? Well, I'm working on it, Hot. No, he's not asking me. I'm just saying that. Let's see. But I do want to finish it, get that done. But I did get all my happy mail. A couple people requested some books, some boxes of collage stuff. But I gotta say, people, large boxes, I was thinking they were like $15.95. They're $21.95 for a box to ship. That doesn't include anything. That's just the box. So that for the large boxes. But anyway, I made 2 trips into the post office yesterday. And and I'm going to go back to the post office probably, let's see, probably either tomorrow or Friday to check for any more zines that have come in. So I didn't get any yesterday. So of course, I just announced it last week. So you got to give everybody at least a week. But maybe nobody's interested in doing a zine swap. That's okay. Hi, Juanita. How's it going? So let's see. Yeah, she ordered it from I made her, Pacola. She did order it direct from Logitech. I said, you know, you get your warranty, you got your software. I said, get it direct from Logitech. And she listened to me. Can you believe it? Janet listened to me. And she also paid for expedited shipping. So maybe she'll get it tomorrow, but I don't know if she'll get it before we stream. But we'll see. If I can find a guest, maybe I'll start streaming and Janet can fling her camera on her computer and come in. We'll see. Oh, thanks, Blue Blood. Thank you so much. Yeah, give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate that. So let's see. Barbara. Yep, Barbara, Cute and Creepy. Cute and Creepy is the book I'm working in this month. One year I did Jasmine book pages. I did Jasmine. Here, let me just, while we're sitting here talking, I'll pull out my Jasmine pages. They're, I don't know if all of them are in my binder. But I have a binder of, now I don't cut pages out of most, you know, like hardback books and stuff like that. But if they're an 8.5 by, you know, 8x10 size, and they're not in a, like one of the hardback or my Asian books, although I did cut some out of one of the Amazon type paper books, but you know, those are the kind that I'll cut out and put in my binder here. So let's see. So I'll show you a couple of them here. This one's not even in a sleeve. I try to put them in sleeves. So I'll just kind of flip it. Most of them are in page protectors. This is my friend Eric Mueller's drawing, and I sent him, this is a second copy that I started coloring the second one because I colored it and sent him the original. So that's Eric. Well, here's another copy of it. So I sent him the original. And so these are just some different ones. And I have lots of what's this? I can't think of his name now. It's on the backs of them all. I did tons of his pitch. Klein. Let me see here. I know I feel dumb not thinking of his name. I haven't colored one of his books in forever. Bennett Klein. Bennett Klein's, I've got, I think, like 12 of his books or something. And these are all from different ones of his color books. I'm not going to take them out of the sleeves. Thank you. I can think of his first name. Thanks, Michelle. So these are some of, let me just tilt it to keep the glare off. So these are some of the Bennett Klein ones I've colored. And a lot of them have stickles on them. You just can't see it because they're in the sleeves. But there's some glitter on a lot of them. So, but I just keep them in sleeves. And then this is some of my Doodlers Anonymous. I tried to kind of break, you know, kind of separate them by type or book. Again, let me hold that up. So these are some of my Doodlers Anonymous, which this is one of my favorite I would say it was my very first favorite color book. And all these are from Doodlers Anonymous. This one's not done because the back, I think the back, yeah. These the king and queen here, the prince and princess. And again, you can't probably tell, but there's a lot of glitter on these. And then let's see, what do we have next? These are works in progress. And then I have some fairy pages. And those are from Linda Ravenscroft. Flowers and Gems. What you call it? Grazia Salvo. So I just kind of try to put them together. And then this is one of, and they're all on the back. All the names of every book are on the back of the pages. Then let's see. These are just some random ones. And then this is where I added my own character on top of a color book page. Let's see. This is from the Creative Haven Kimono Girls. This one I made into a collage. Another kimono girl. Then here are my Jasmine Beckett Griffith. This is the one I did a couple years ago for a Halloween. And so I did a lot of Jasmine. Hi there, Julie. Happy wonderful Wednesday to you too. So that's the Jasmine pages. These are all from her, I think 3 books. The Halloween, the Mermaid, and the regular, her first book. So, yeah. But here, I'll just take this one out to show you the stickles on it. Because you can't see it unless you take it out of the sleeve. There you go. So you can see it's got a lot of stickles on there. A lot of shiny bits. This one I think I did maybe 2 years ago as well. This was the very first Jasmine page I ever did a few years ago. And at last time I looked, this was my most viewed video. I don't know. Last time I haven't looked for about a year, but about a year ago, I think it had something like 15,000 views on this page. So, and there's videos from not all of them, but most of them. There's a video for most of them. And then let's see, what else do we have here? This one was sent to me by Vicky. Coloring with Vicky, I think is her channel name, and she sent me this with the lemur. She just sent me this like last month, so I put it in my sleeve, and I just got some random pages in here that I'm working on. Let's see. This was out of the comic book coloring book, and then these were some practice with some Copics. And let's see. This one was out of the Somerset Studio coloring page. And so was this. And this one, Tim Holtz actually designed this page for Somerset Studio. And I colored that one. And so there's just some random ones. These are some of my dragons. I will take this one out too, so you can see. And this, this was Raven Felon, Dreams of Dragons. And again, I stickled up the whole thing. This one's really glittery. Everything on that one's glittery. So, and these are just the pages that I've cut out. Y'all know I've got tons of pages actually in the books. This one is a Christine Karen color page. This one is a Christine Karen. This one is Ikuko, I think is how you say her name. She did the Japanese girls. And these were my first attempts. These right here were my first attempts at doing pan pastels on a color book page. So these are all pan pastels with color pencil accents. So there's those. I think that's probably it. I got some other little random notes and things in the back. But so yeah, so that's my color book binder. So I can get that back in there. And so yeah, so this month I'm working in the cute and creepy. And I want to do this page today, I think. I don't know. I just thought it might be kind of cute. It's cute and creepy. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start showing you the books that I got. Hi, Nichols. Anybody else I missed? Kathy, Tabby. Who else? Arlene. Hi, Arlene. I see Arlene everywhere. Arlene is like, she's like Pacola. She's like the ghost. She's everywhere. Okay, so I got some, let me move some of these. I just picked up some of this to keep some of the glare off. Okay, so these are the books that I got at Barnes & Noble yesterday. I tried to get all my errands done on Tuesday. Went to the post office, went to Hobby Lobby, went to the bookstore, you know, all my errands I try to do on Tuesdays. And then usually a second trip to the post office, either Thursday or Friday, sometimes Saturday. So anyway, these are the ones that I got. Now, don't anybody email me. I have lots of books on the Knight Templar. Let me go ahead and zoom in one. Zoom in. There we go. The Knights Templar. I have lots of books on there, the history and stuff. I got this one because I like the images and it may get cut up. Don't anybody email me. Hi, Galora. But anyway, so these were all in the clearance. Well, not this one, but these books here in the clearance. So this one I paid $7. So this one was $7. And the images in it are just so colorful. And I mean, I'm sorry, ATCs, well, artists, no, I don't make ATC size anymore. I make art cards that are 3x4 instead of ATC size, which is 2.5 by 3.5. They're tinier. So I make my art cards that are 3x4. But yeah, look at the colorful pages here. Any of this could make bases for some awesome art cards. And yeah, so that's why I got this one, just because it's so colorful with medieval imagery in it, with lots of colorful paintings. So that's why I got that one. Okay, so Pacola's already she's already linking things up. So anyway, yeah, these were at Books a Million in the clearance section. I always look there because you're always going to find some cool stuff, always. Then I got this one for $5, and I really got this for Hubster. He looked at it and goes, "Oh, there's a couple of good ones in there that would probably be good framed." So I'll let him pick those out if he wants any of these, because they're like movie posters. It's the greatest movies of all time. Got this for $5, and it's just really good close up. But look, see, like that, they make good framed pictures. You could frame them and make a grouping, 9 pictures or something, 9 of them framed together, I think would be really cool. So I'll let him pick out, like he likes Casablanca, and he knows all these movies. He's Gone with the Wind. So look, there's The Wizard of Oz. So any of them, and this is his all-time favorite movie. Lawrence of Arabia is his all-time favorite movie. And he's read every book on Lawrence. He's read all the movie versions of, all the backstories of Lawrence of Arabia, the real person and the movie. He loves that movie. And he also likes Sunset Boulevard. This one's just kind of like, she's so, I don't know, but he likes he likes a lot of these. So anyway, I think that some of them would be really good framed. I should send a couple of these creepy ones to Nasser. He does the horror books. So maybe we'll see. And so anyway, but it's like they're posters, right? It's like the posters. Oh, there's Bacola with another thing. She's quick. She's like a snapping turtle, people. She's like a snapping turtle. Bam, 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 bam. So there's the Star Wars, E.T. So anyway, any of these would be good framed, as a little frame. This is a good movie. Bridge on the River Kwai. That's a good one. So A Wonderful Life, of course. Oh, 12 Angry Men. This is a good one. And the original. They did a remake of this, but the original 12 Angry Men, if there's anyone that has not seen this movie, it is really good. Let's see. Of course, Ben-Hur. Apocalypse. Here's the Lord of the Rings. But look, isn't it cool the way they're like mini posters. Janet said The Sound of Music is her all-time favorite. I don't know. I did like the Indiana Jones, the original one. I liked Where Eagles Dare. It's an old World War II spy movie. But I don't have a favorite movie. Like Hubster likes Lawrence of Arabia. All the movies. That's his favorite. I'd probably have to pick maybe 5 or 6. He also loves Dr. Zhivago, Patton. He's a movie buff, that Hubster is. And Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. Good, the Bad, the Ugly. So I just thought I'd show this to you because it's just kind of cool. There's The Exorcist. See, that's the kind of, this is, Nasser would like that. So I might pick out the horror ones to send to Nasser. Let's see. Anyway, I couldn't pass it up for $5, right? For $5, I couldn't pass it up. And I like Good Will Hunting too. I don't remember what year it came out in, 1997. That was a good movie. I liked it. I think I've only seen it maybe at the most twice, but I remember it being good. Close Encounters, Network, The Graduate, American Graffiti, Pulp Fiction, African Queen, Mutiny on the Bounty, Maltese Falcon. So, yeah. Oh, and then the end. So, anyway, it had been marked down at one time to $6.97. Then they marked it down again to $5. So, yeah. So, I got that one. I'll pull posters out of it. And it, whatever one's hubster, if he wants me to frame any of them, he'll probably go, oh, no. Anyway, so there's those two. And then I got this one, and I've never heard of it, but it's a novel called The Last Painting of Sarah DeVos by Dominic Smith. And anything that has painting, art, anything in the title, I'm going to at least read. I'm going to at least read what it says about it, right? So I got this one for $3. It had been marked down to $7.97, marked down to $3. I tried to get the stickers off and put them on the inside so that they're not just like a big sticker on the back. But I always try to keep it on the inside so I do know the actual price I paid for it. But anyway, so let me read this to you. A rare 17th century painting. A rare 17th century painting links 3 lives on 3 continents over 3 centuries. In The Last Painting of Sarah DeVos, an exhilarating new novel from Dominic Smith. Amsterdam, 1631. Sarah DeVos becomes the first woman to be admitted as a master painter to the city's Guild of St. Luke. Though women do not paint landscapes, they are generally restricted to indoor subjects, in parentheses, that says that. A wintry outdoor scene haunts Sarah. She cannot shake the image of a young girl from a nearby village standing alone beside a silver birch at dusk, staring out at a group of skaters on the frozen river below. Defying the expectation of her time, she decides to paint it. New York City, 1957. The only known surviving work of Sarah DeVos, it's called At the Edge of a Wood, hangs in the bedroom of a wealthy Manhattan lawyer, Marty DeGroot, a descendant of the original owner. It's a beautiful but comfortless landscape. The lawyer's marriage is prominent but comfortable, but comfortless too. When a struggling art history grad student, Eli Shipley, agrees to forge the painting for a dubious art dealer, she finds herself entangled with its owner in ways no one could predict. Sydney, 2000. Now a celebrated art historian and curator, Eli Shipley, or Ellie, I think it's Ellie. Ellie Shipley is mounting an exhibition in her field of specialization, female painters of the Dutch Golden Age. When it becomes apparent that both the original Art at the Edge of a Wood and her forgery are en route to her museum, the life she has carefully constructed threatens to unravel entirely and irrevocably. Doesn't that sound good? I had to get this for $3. Hi, Molly. Oh my gosh, there's Bacola with the link. But anyway, I got it for $3 at Books A Million. You're awesome, Bacola. Let me see what Denise is wanting here real quick. I think she's talking to Mom, but let's make sure. Oh, she's just showing. She shows me and Mom, and then we all share what we're having for dinner, lunch, and we just talk and chat. Keep in touch. So anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So I thought that was good. And then, of course, y'all know I need a new color book. This is the Epic World of Tolkien, a coloring book, and it just came out 2020. And so I haven't really even busted into it other than flipping through. But I just really liked the images in this one. Travel through the Middle Earth with Thorn and company, visiting the undying lands of the uttermost west, and look up the two trees of Valinor. Walk among the many fantastical creatures of Tolkien's magnificent world. And it's funny because the movies and everything came out. I have not read this since probably 1970. I'd say maybe 1971. I read The Hobbit and the trilogy, and some of the other extra books, and I even have let me see if it's in here. I might have it in here. It might be downstairs. Let's see. Do I have it up here? Hang on, I'm looking through my shelves. It's probably downstairs or in the other room. I have this old book of lettering that I got like 30 years ago, 25 or 30 years ago. But I'm not seeing it right handy. I'll have to dig it out later, I guess. But anyway, so I really like this one. So just thought I'd flip through it for you real quick. And there's Pacola with the link. Oh my gosh. So it's just a little different than the other one. The other, the Lord of the Rings one, there's the Lord of the Ring ones based on the movie. I actually sent that one to somebody. I won't say who, but I actually sent that one to somebody. The Lord of the Ring ones. So I just thought I'd flip through it real quick for you. You read The Hobbit earlier this year, Janet? Yeah, I have never I might have reread The Hobbit since then, but I don't think I reread the trilogy since the 70s. I probably read The Hobbit again, but yeah. You like this one, Tabby? Yeah. Hi, Zeely. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Well, I mean, I see you on IG, but good to see you in chat. So, and I love square forms. I mean, this baby is packed. I mean, there's just tons of pages. There's looks like there's 192 pages. 192 pages to color in this one. Now, this was not on clearance. This one was brand new, and I paid full price for it. Well, minus my Books A Million discount, but yeah. Hi, Adelia. But I thought I'd do this flip for you guys. So isn't it cool though? Hi, Val. Susie, good morning, Susie. You like the flea? I've got so far I've got 14 insects drawn on my poster, and I'm not going to show the whole poster till the end of the month. So but I thought it was good. I'll try to read the artist names. I don't know if there's more than one. It looks like there's a couple different styles in the book, so I'm not sure if it's more than one artist. So I'll and they do have little subtitles to tell you what is what, you know, who is who is whom. So yeah, let's see. It says at the beginning here. The gorgeous line art you find in these pages sets a scene for you to add your color detail to the beloved characters, places, and beasts you've seen in the mind 100 times, reading The Hobbit, and blah, 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 being Tolkien. I want to see who the artist is, though. Let me look in the back. Does it say on the front? Nope. Let's see if it says on the back. Who are the artists? I want to know. Oh my gosh, it doesn't say the artist? That's just odd. Oh, here we go. No, that's references. Am I missing it? I don't know who the artist is or artists. It has an editor, editorial assistant, publisher, but it doesn't have the artist. Really? Senior producer, publisher. Well, yeah. It's odd. No artist accreditation. So anyway, I thought it looked like a couple different artists' styles. And there are some books where there's multiple artists, like the difference between, say, this or this. See, this looks like the same artist. But it looks different than, and this looks like it could be the same artist. But it looks different than some of the other ones, like, I don't know, they just look different. Some of the line weight looks different. So I don't know, but that's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing it, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. Came out of San Diego, California, Thunder Bay Press. But yeah, there we go. Let's see. Hi, Runa. I don't know. I don't want to credit anybody if I don't really know. But anyway, there we go. So those are what I got at Books A Million yesterday. And then on Amazon, I got my mom a book, and I'm not going to show that because it's on the way to mom for her birthday. So I already sent her a couple of other books. I sent them early. So she got her books before her birthday because I wanted her to have them. And but I didn't want her to not have anything on her birthday. So I sent her another book for her birthday. But I got these two, and they're not new. The kids' book for Paper Love, I'd seen this before in the bookstore, but I saw this, and they were recommended to go together. So, of course, anything by Flo. You know, I love any kind of Flo books. And I showed these that I have had for a while, but the Paper Lovers books that are similar to the Flo books. You know, Flo has a magazine, and they put out books. And so anyway, both of these are by Flo. And the stickers were okay. I don't know why I was expecting them to be more vibrant or something, but All Good Things Are Wild and Free sticker book. There's 1,000 stickers in here. And I'm going to flip through it. But they're not, I don't know. I guess I just wanted them to be more vibrant, maybe. They're all right. I'll use them. I'll use them in some collage art journaling pages. But, yeah. So I'm just going to flip through real quick. It got a little dark, didn't it? Let me brighten this back up a little. Let's brighten this baby back up a little. Got a shadow over here. I don't know why. Oh, it is. This one is actually, okay, so this one's actually a reprint of two previous books, The World of Tolkien and Beast of Tolkien. Okay, I did not know that. I don't have either one of those. I have the Lord of the Rings one, which I sent away, but the Lord of the Rings one, which is totally a different vibe and format and everything. But I did not know. But thank you. Okay, thank you for letting me know that. And then this one, why aren't there names there? Colibri. There are two artists for this book. I didn't see them, but I could tell that there was multiple artists, but doesn't have their names anywhere that I could see. Anyway, well, they're probably there somewhere, but I just didn't see it. But thanks for the info. So anyway, these little stickers are cute, but I don't know. I guess they're more flat than I really thought they would be. You don't know unless you see it in the bookstore. I always try to buy the books in the bookstore or anything like this if at all possible. But just so you know that if you like these little nature things and they're really cute, like look at those little pumpkins or some. I don't need to see any more bugs. Doing all my Inktober. But anyway, so it's cute. What I'd probably like to do with these is stick them on Happy Mail, on the back of Happy Mail or something. So I got that. And then again, this one's been out for a couple years. I think it came out in 2018. Let's see. 2019. It came out in 2019. Flo, the kids' book of paper love. And it's really, they call it for the kids' book, but it's the same kind of stuff that's in the other Flo books. The Flow books of paper. It's kind of the same stuff, which I love. And I do like they're all perforated, so they're easy to cut, tear out, and use the paper. So they have different sections. Here's writing, so you got your notepads, and they do give kids ideas for things. Let me sit on my foot. Hang on. They do give little tips and things for what they have, like 4-line pages, offer room to write, pen pal letter, cuddle on this, write a letter here, tear out and fold the banner. So it tells you what to do with the pages in that section. But of course, I'm just going to use them however I want. But I like the papers, and these are nice because they're not real thick. They're not like scrapbook paper thick. They're pretty thin. They're good for collage. So, and they're all perforated, so they're easy to tear out. So I just thought I'd flip through this for you. And here's some like bookmarks. And Flo's always so good about putting little pads and little inserts, and they're always stuck on with a glue dot. They're stuck on with little glue dots, so they're easily removed. This one has 2. And so you're not tearing any papers or anything when you take them out. So, and then this is a piece of cardstock here. Then they have these little mini envelopes that you can cut out and use. Here's what the outer envelope, but they have like the little cut lines so you know where to cut and fold to make them. But I won't use that for like that. I'll use it for like the papers, right? So... I'm just going to flip through. Then here's a little banner. Let's unattach it. It's attached with the perforation. Y'all know, as soon as I get these, I didn't take it apart yet as of yesterday because I wanted y'all to see it. But now that y'all are looking at it, I'm taking this baby apart, right? So let's see what this says. Dare to daydream. Dare to daydream. So it's a little banner there. Dare to daydream. More little notes, and like I said, everything's perforated, so it's easy to take out what you want. But I end up taking all these books apart. I take them all apart. I've got them all divided up, like all the stickers are in one place, all the papers I want to use in collage are in another place. So I deconstruct these books so that I use them. I don't just leave them sitting in their books. None of the Flow books. Now I haven't deconstructed all the other books for paper lover books, but I'm well on the way. So anyway, and then these are hard cardstock little note, and again, they're all perforated. So like, of course, if there's a perforated edge, I cut that off, but they're all perforated, so you can easily take them apart. And these are cards, so not just paper, but actual, cardstock cards. So if you're a paper lover, it doesn't matter if it says it's for kids. Butterfly stencil topper. Pencil toppers. Of course, again, I would use them, in a project. Here's a page of stickers. No, wait, those are cutouts. Are those cut out? Yeah, those are cutouts. These are cutouts. But aren't they cute? Lots of letters. And look at the back. See, look at that paper right there. This is so cool. And then there's a bunch of metallic and shiny papers in here. Like, look at that one. Ooh, just look at that. Let's see. Hi, Louise. Anybody I missed coming in? Don't forget, guys, if you're talking to me, put it in caps so I know you're talking to me. I try to catch chat, and I do try to scrub through the chat later after the show and when it appears. Sometimes it takes a couple, 2-3 hours for the chat to appear in the recording. But I do try to scrub through, see if there's anybody new, go check out their channels and that sort of thing. Little paper frames, but again, I like the back of the papers. Little campers. Here's some like watercolor looking papers. Little houses. You can cut these out. Some little things to color, and these are punch outs. So these punch out. So you color these. Secret Stash paper box lid. So you can put together little boxes. And here's some more tags and tabs, paper beads. These are, you can roll these up and make beads out of them if you've ever made paper beads. Boo used to make paper beads all the time. I like this with the little cats. Cute. All good things are a little poster. We got a little poster in here. Double-sided. Little cards. The little, well, they call them fortune tellers. I forget what we used to call those. Where you fold them up and do your little, like this. There's another name for them. Hi, Anne. This is the kids' book of Paper Love by the Flow, people that make the Flow magazine, Irene Smith and Astrid Vanderholst. And this one came out in 2019, but I got it on Amazon, so it's still available. Tiny Pleasures, Hide and Seek. Make a chain. You cut these up and you glue them together and make a chain. But look how pretty that chain would be with those. And then there's little paper dolls. And again, these are on cardstock. Let me just pull these out. Yeah. I want to be careful. They're perforated, but, they're still in there well. So you want to get them started. And then I think there's some more in there, too. There's those two. Photo booth props. Little glasses, little mustaches, but look at the paper. It's the paper that I really like. A paper terrarium, another color book page, another one, a few color book pages, and then these are stickers with glitter on them. I mean, Flow does not hold back any expense when they're making these things. I can't get it to glitter for you, but there's glitter on these stickers. And then let's see, Boredom Buster Cube. I guess you roll the cube and do some things here. Make a snack to share, pick a song. Anyway, let's see. And then these are headband templates. I'm not sure I'd have to read it. And then little badges. And then here's things to share. And it's got, again, some more ideas of what to do with it. You can cut these out of the papers. They give you a template. Here's another little journal. Get the snot dot off. Another little, they just put these in little inserts. Look, can you see it's got lines on it for you to journal on? Probably about 20 pages in there. And look at that page. And this is on cardstock again. This is real heavy cardstock. There's Piccolo with the link to the book. Well, I missed it. There it is. So this book is on Prime Deal of the Day. Buy 3, get 1 free. Okay. All right. Well, there y'all go. I didn't do that. I got it before it was on a Prime deal. And also, The sticker book, what is it called? The Antiquarian. Yesterday, the Antiquarian. I didn't buy one because I already have 3. Janet and I bought them when they were at Target on sale at Target a year or so ago. But the Antiquarian sticker books were on sale yesterday, I think for $7 or something, which was really a good deal. But I didn't buy any because like I said, I have 3. I don't need any more. So little sayings, some little photos, some little pet photos, little kittens and birds and bunnies. And then these are little punch out, little leave a little note or something there. Cute, right? Little punch outs, little popsicle paper. There's just so much cute papers. I mean, these ladies come up with some awesome papers. Flower bouquet. Then there's some thank you papers. Write little notes. Hello. Look at that turtle. Isn't that just so sweet? Okay. Well, if y'all want this book, then I guess apparently it's a deal on Prime today. And then these are little individual perforated stamps. They're all, or is it a sticker? So, yeah, these are stickers then. And then let's see, fold your own geometric bowl. Again, more bugs. Another one. And then a card. So anyway, and this is a smaller one than the usual size. Flow books are usually a little bit bigger. But so I thought I'd show this to you so you can, and now that y'all know it's on sale, you might want to go grab one. So I'll throw all this back inside the book. And yeah, I collect stuff. I love the flow book, and I do use them. But I don't know if I can get this over to you. But I keep, all right, for instance, now this isn't all of them, and I have different things in here too. But look, these are the books that come out of Flow. These are those little journals. These have all come out of a Flow book or one of those paper lover books. But these have been all inserts for the different Flow books. So I keep them handy and grab one if I need one. Let's see what else. There was also, and this is just sitting here. I showed it kind of recently. So let me just show you this one because this is a good Flow book. This was a Flow. Creativity takes courage. Dare to think differently. And again, it's Irene Smith and Astrid van der Holtz. And these, I think they're both Dutch women. And I think these are I don't know if they're actually produced in the Netherlands or printed elsewhere or whatever. But any Flow book. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. Hang on, I'm going to mute you. Well, I felt one coming on, but I didn't sneeze. So as soon as I hit the mute button, the sneeze went away. So anyway, hi, Jane. Let's see. Yeah, the Antiquarian sticker book is so beautiful. I would use the cover when it's gone. Yeah, and the thing is Adelia. Well, let me grab one here. The thing about it is, in the Antiquarian sticker book, is after you finished with every page is backed with this pretty paper. Look, every page is backed with this. So after you finish a sticker book, you can remove this whole sheet and you'll have a blank sheet there. And every page on the back of every page has this pretty paper. So, you're not only just got a sticker book, but you can remake it into a journal. Sorry, I had to take a sniff. I love the smell of books. But anyway, so this one was on, and it's a nice big thick, but it's just, there's 1,000 stickers in here. And, oh wait, let me find something real quick. Beth, and she's not here, but Beth, look, there's a rat. I was lurking at Beth. Yeah, I won't get into it, but I lurked at Beth for a few minutes last night. I was flipping through whoever came up in my feed. So Beth spent I don't know how many minutes looking for this rat in this book. But anyway, Beth, you need another rat, Beth. So anyway, this one was the deal of the day yesterday. And apparently this one is a deal on Amazon today. So this one is Creativity Takes Courage. It's got an embossed cover. And so let me see what year this one was. I've gone through this book a few times with you guys. This one's 2018. Dare to Think Differently. And I'll just kind of go through. Let me read you the chapters. I mean, because we're talking books today, and before I color in my cute and creepy. So, oh, let's see. Am I missing anybody? Oh, there's the Picola with the links again. And by the way, if you're in the chat, these are direct links in the chat. Now, you can't link it from, right here, but obviously, but yeah. But Picola's on the ball. Okay. Unleash Your Creativity is page 1. Dare to fail. Dare to start. Dare to sleep more. Dare to be bored. Dare to commit. Dare to try something new. Dare to be a kid. Dare to be all alone. Dare to go offline. Dare to be mindful. Dare to nourish yourself. Dare to be quiet. Dare to team up. So there's 13 chapters in this little bitty book. Let me show you the size of the book there. And of course, y'all know I'm a book lover. I love the formats. I love the papers. I love the textures. I love the production of them. The spines, the colors, the art. I love everything about books. That's the way it is. So anyway, I'm just going to kind of flip through. This one is Dare to Fail. And again, this one has a little quietness diary. I left the books in this book that are inserts. I left them in this particular book. But there's more. This flow book journal has more to do projects, more writing, more thinking, more things like that than actual. A lot of the flow books, you just cut stuff out. They're just books of paper. There's not a lot of text. There's not a lot of, articles and stuff, whereas this one has more in it. So, but I'll just flip through. Getting started. Choose something you really love. Do the research. Make a plan. What's the worst that could happen? Just do it. And a little paragraph on each one of those. So, and then again, you got your little prompts and little to-do articles to write about. This one's got little, I think this is is this like a puzzle? Oh, no, these are little posters. I can't remember what's in them. Those little posters. Okay, so there's a quote on one side. And Rolling Stone, looks like Mick Jagger. Let's see. Einstein. I actually have this. I have this in a colored form. It's like tinted. I have this picture of Einstein in a tinted picture. And let's see what this last one is. And Marilyn. So Flow always has these kind of little inserts. So now the next chapter is Dare to Sleep More. I'm looking if the use those stickers all the time, Angie, in the other book. Yeah. So they're just inspiration. They're eye candy. They're there's just so much in Flow books. Flow magazines as well. And the paper is usually matte. I mean, sometimes they'll have glossy individual pages, but their magazines are usually matte. And their books and things are matte paper, which I like. Small steps add up. You too can become creative simply by starting. Challenge yourself. More little quotes, more little prompts and questions for yourself on that topic. Here's my daily project, another little booklet. And again, in this particular case, I left all the booklets on the inside of the book. But most flow books, I deconstruct the magazines and the paper books. But this is kind of more like a prompt project thing to do. So I left everything in it. Chapter 7, Dare to be a Kid. Beginner's Mind in 4 parts. 1, fall back into the moment. And then there's a little paragraph for each one. 2, stumbling is allowed. 3, try something new. 4, really listen. And here's some little like Polaroid frames in here. It's all in how you frame it. And this is also anything like this. If you make your own, I'd make them a little thicker if you're going to use it for this purpose, but make little, well, you can focus on something if you want to draw it. Let's see. Perspectives on being alone. And number 9, dare to go offline. But they're just so pretty and well made. Then we got some little cards here. Offline is a new luxury. Offline's a new luxury. Some little matchbox. That's what they're all saying. Offline's a new luxury. And little postcards. Dare to be mindful. Dare to nourish yourself. See, think, wonder. Drawing at night. So they're just so packed full. And then all these little color book elements. You can color them. And I also recommend if you don't have a color book that's like, I pulled this one because it's a good example. A book like this one, where is it? Here, like this one. Some kind of a color book like this that just has a bunch of, a big mama bird that just has a lot of images like this that are good for, see, like I've cut out the feathers. These are good for like cutting out individual things. It's not like a themed book. It's just a bunch of random stuff. So you could use this kind of a book to cut things out to put in your art journal when you're just chilling or writing or doodling. But a book like this is just really nice to have where you can cut things out. It's not, you're not cutting up a Jasmine Beckett Griffith or a, it's just one of these random kind of books. I got this like at Tuesday morning for $3.99. And I always say, but my Tuesday morning closed. But there's tons of these kind of books out there, and usually really inexpensive. And these are perfect for coloring and cutting out. Hi, Afro Sensible Sister. How you doing? Anybody else? Debbie the Doodler? Anybody else I missed? So anyway, this one just sits on my desk behind me. So creativity takes courage. So let's see. What's next? What else did I have? Okay, let's move these paper books and these sticker books. I'm looking around, see if I had anything else to show and tell before I started working in Cute and Creepy again. So we'll work in this for a while. It doesn't, just to show you, it doesn't have to take a long, long time to do a color book page. Sip of juice. If you use acrylic paint washes. So anyway, I thought I would just work on this one. Let me show you the pages I've done real quick. I've already flipped this book. I flipped through the whole thing on Monday. So I'll just show you the ones I've got done so far. And they're all on my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I have a Facebook color book album, and all my art albums on Facebook are public, so we don't have to follow each other for you to see my art albums. They're all public. So there's that one. I really like those little green ghosts. And these two. That one. This was the one from yesterday. A little baby dragon. And the mummy girl did her monochromatic. Scarecrow girl. I think that's it. So I'm going to do this one. I think I want to do the little ghost like pink. I think pink, little pink ghosts would be cute. Hi, Abigail. How you doing? Hi, Art Pearls. Jules. I said hi to Jane. I'm sure I'm missing some people. So I think I want to do, let's do a nice hot pink. Let's do a hot pink ghosties. All right, so you're going to see how fast this goes. I should put a piece of wax paper behind it. I always tell y'all to do that so you don't get it all over and glue your pages together. Let me get a fresh piece. There we go. Let's wrap it real quick. There we go. All right, so we might have time to do more than one. We'll see. All right, so I'm going to start by just putting down, and this is some carousel pink, and I'm going to water this down. Get a brush so I can start mixing it here. Let me wet my brush. I need to clean out my water bucket. It's pretty dirty. Let's see if we can do this here. All right, so I want it pretty watered down. You want it watered down enough. Everybody asks me, well, how much do you water it down? Well, you want to water it down enough so you can see the line art underneath. What's today's project? Hi, Myers. This page in Cute and Creepy. Cute and Creepy by Camilla Del Recco. Pop manga, Cute and Creepy. So, I don't know. We might have time for 2 pages. We'll see. But I just want to show you. So, I'm going to want this to be pink and black. I'm going to have the black behind the ghost, but am I going to go around and color each little, I'm going to water that down a little bit. I'm not going to color each ghost. See, now if you were going to do this with color pencil, you'd have to go in there and color each little ghost. Well, we don't have to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a base of watered down. And if it's too light, you can add another layer, but don't get it too dark at first because you want to be able to see the line art, right? So I'm going to just go. I'm not worried about getting it on this page because by the time I go to work on that page, I'll just paint over any pink that might have got on there. So let's just go ahead and. And again, you don't have to go as fast as I do on the stream, but I want to show you that you don't have to spend weeks on or days on a color book page if you base coat it with your colors. And it depends on what color you're going to do in the background and all, but and then this one's going to be pink too. Now, and I always tell you, now these pages are fairly thick, but if you're using like paper that is, what do you call it? Like copy paper, thin, you know, you're going to have to be a little more careful. Some color books are very thin paper. This one's not that thin, but it's not the paint. It's not the paint that's going to go through. It's the water. So if you want to add layers of paint, you want to dry in between your layers. So dry it, then add some more. You know, if you want to add darker layers of paint. But don't, it's the water that you have to be aware of. And this, like I said, this one's not too thin of a paper, so it's not too much of a concern. But thin papers, it's the water. And it'll be the water that buckles it too. So that's, you know, now it's nice and wet, and you don't want to pill your papers. You don't want to tear up the fibers of the paper. So dry in between. And before you even think about putting pencil to this, this has to be 100% dry. If you start trying to use pencil on a damp piece of paper, you're just going to tear it right up or put a hole through it. So now I'm going to dry it. Hi, Melinda, Myers and the Mouse. Melinda, anybody I missed? I said hi to Nichols and Abigail. So I want this real dry before, and you can also turn it over. And look, see how I got some pink on the edge there? It doesn't really matter because I'll paint over it when I get to this page. But if you dry the back side, it can help prevent it from wrinkling. I want it real dry. Okay, now the wax paper, let me get a baby wipe because the wax paper, it's not going to dry on that wax paper. And I don't want to melt it with the heat gun, so let's just get that excess off of there. Okay. All righty. I can feel if it's cold to the touch, it's not dry. Okay, so let's dry that. Whoops, let's dry it. Oh. Okay, so now I'm going to get some black paint. This one's almost empty, so let me just get the last bit out of here. That may even be enough. Okay, so let's get a small brush. Oh, let's see. Do I have a small angle brush right here? Or do I just want a pointy one? Maybe. All right, we'll just go. Let me wet it. I'll just go with the pointy one here. Just saw a huge mound of fire ants by my mailbox. I've got to take care of that later. Let's see. I color in order to improve my shade and coloring for when I draw. Yeah, there's just a lot of things that you can improve with your color combination, your color blending, your shading, there's just lots of things. And don't let anybody tell you, oh, color books, what? Don't let them do that to you. All right, so I'm going to start around the ghost here so I can work my way out. You could also just start at the top and work your way down, but because I'm streaming, I'm going to, that way I can just kind of turn it. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to go around. This brush is going to be too floppy. I need a little shorter, stiffer brush. Let's see. This one's, here we go. It's just a little angle brush here. This should probably work. Now this is not watered down. So I want the black here to be not translucent. This is going to be a background. So I don't want to see through it. So what I'll do now is I'll go around, because see, now I don't have to paint each one of those little pink ghosts. What I'll do is I'll go in and shade them. Let me zoom in a little more. What I'll do is I'll go in and shade them. Now I'm not going to do this whole background while you watch, but I'll do a section around the ghost, just so you can see the whole, I won't make you watch me paint around every little ghost. I can do that later off camera, but I want to show you how you can put glows and things. And if you've watched enough of my coloring, you've seen how I do that, but there's always new people. And if you have any questions, put it in caps. Thanks for the 200 people lurking. Thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate it. And again, Janet's camera conked out on her, so she ordered a new one, and she says it's supposed to be here tomorrow. So I don't know if Janet and I will do a show tomorrow or not, our guest show. So I'm trying to stay in frame here. So I'm just going to go around each little ghost, at least the ones close to his edge. And then I'll do all around the whole thing later. But I'll do a few ghosts here just so you can kind of see where I'm going to head with it. But most of the pages that I've done in this book, I don't think I've spent more than, at the most, 2 hours on any one page. There's no water in my brush, no water in this black paint. Hi, Nick and Tina. Good to see you. Just say hi to you, Julie Topaz. Yeah, you said good morning at the beginning. Julie's our other mod. She comes and goes as she can when she's in between work. I don't know. I just think I have the best mods. Okay. Even Janet. Got to tease her. You know I got to tease our Janet. So anyway, she ordered her a new camera. But I don't know if it'll be here by the time we stream tomorrow. So we'll see. But I was so glad to get all my mail sent out yesterday. All my channel supporter thank yous went out yesterday, a big stack of those. I'm just going to do enough ghost around the main ghost so I can show you how to do a little pink glow around each one. Is check chat. Hi, new lurker Trisha Green. Thank you. You love my methods. Thank you. Thanks for popping in, new lurker. Let's see, Melinda S. D. Ritchie. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you. I know everybody loves the coloring. They do. They love the color books. My color books are one of my highest viewed, are the color book pages. But I just like to do so many other things. I don't just do just color books because I like to do so many other things. Even though these get my most views, I have to do other things because, there's so many things I like to do and share and show you how to do. And so, but there's just so much you can learn with color book coloring. Because it's not just, getting out a box of Crayolas, although I've actually done that before. I've actually got a box of Crayolas out and done a whole page with just Crayolas. But there's just so many different things. I use pan pastels. I've used watercolor, neocolor, acrylic paints, every kind of color pencil. Prisma is just my favorite because I'm just so used to it. But I like my polys, my lumies, and my Holbees. And the other different brands as well. But I'm just so used to Prismacolor, the softness, the blendability of them that I just, they're just my favorite. And not that I don't like and use some of my other ones as well. So, but you can learn, like I said, different color combinations, blending and different painting techniques. There's just so much you can use with just learn from a color book page. And then the art of a lot of these color books is just amazing art. The artists that make these books, like Camilla here, they're just the art in themselves, and that you're able to color and paint on someone's amazing art is just so great. And always try to give your color book artist, whether it's Bennett Klein or Camilla or whoever, try to I'm not posting the cover of her book every single post on IG this month, but about every other one. I mean, I give her credit and hashtag her, tag her. I tag her in every post, but I try to post the cover of her book at least every other day. It's the same it's the same picture that I'm posting of the cover of this book, but at least tag the artist. Make sure you tag the artist. I do that when I do my um, abandoned, what do you call it? Altered books, the collage, like Kieran Connolly. He loves it when you tag him when you use his book. So tag Kieran Connolly on IG or Twitter, either one. Mostly I do that on IG. But show him how much you like his books. I mean, I love his books. Even though I'm altering them, I'm making new worlds out of his books. But I always give him credit for his book. So try to do that, guys, with every book or artist that you use their their collage fodder or their like Catherine Anderson's collage books. Even if you don't post a picture of her book, which I do try to do that, her books, if you don't post a picture of her books, at least tag her because she'll see it. And the same thing for the color books. If you color a book page, I'm not saying you have to post a picture of their cover of their book every time, but at least tag them. At least tag them and say, look, I love your book. Let's see. Abigail says, I have the color books with so much Zentangle in it, enough to give one a nervous breakdown. How do you do them? I don't do Zentangles. I just don't enjoy, and it's not just Zentangles, but any kind of, these patterns are almost too much for me. Just coloring patterns like this is about my limit. I don't enjoy coloring patterns like stripes. Well, I don't mind a little bit like a background like this, but just to have a whole book full of either Zentangles or those tiny patterns. That's just not, and again, I'm not dissing on anybody that likes them or does them. Barb Owen's got some amazing Zentangles coloring things you can do. I just don't enjoy doing them. I don't do Zentangles either though. So I don't do Zentangles and I don't like the pattern type of color books. That's just me. There's, everybody likes different things, but and there are beautiful books like that. And if you haven't seen Janet Zentangles, she has a whole book. She has like 300. How many, Jan? I think 300 Zentangles that she's done. And she has them in a binder. Amazing. They're amazing. So, yeah, I just don't enjoy doing them. So I don't. Don't do something that you don't enjoy or stresses you out, for goodness sake. But there are some good ones out there, and like I said, Barb Owen is one that does mandalas type. That's what I was thinking. I think I said Zentangles for Barb, but it's mandalas or mandalas, whichever way you want to say it. She has cards and books and things. So if Pacola wants to put a link to Barb's channel in there, feel free. I think she's been doing some extra streams lately, but she usually streams on Fridays at 2 Eastern, I think. I usually don't get to make them live, but Barb does a lot of different variety of stuff too. All right, so I think I've got enough ghost done. I can finish up the edges. Well, let me do a little bit further down here, just so I have some area to put some glow around. So let's go ahead and go down to here. So, but any of those kind of books that have patterns in them, yeah, they're not for me. Oh, let's see. But you can see, look, it's not going to take me more than probably another 30 minutes to finish the whole background. This part usually takes the longest in her books because she has background patterns on pretty much all of them, not everyone, but she has background patterns on the bulk of her pages, and this is what takes the longest in this book, is doing the background patterns. Jennifer Doyle, I'm here lurking, but want to say I love watching you stream. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Jennifer. Do you have a channel? I'll go look later. If you do, thanks for stopping in. I do try to skim through the chat after, later in the day or the next day and find new people and go follow them. And of course, if you're a regular here, I mean, this is for all those lurkers out there. If you come in here and you're here a few times and we get to know you, at least your real fake name. Everybody has different. My name's real, but people use their avatar names. But anyway, we will promote. We don't mind. I don't mind. Pacola's always she'll put your link in there. Well, and Julie and Janet too, but it's mostly Pacola. We don't mind promoting other people's channels here. Just don't come in here. We've never seen you, never heard of you, and you come in here and tell everybody, come follow me. That's just rude on any level at anybody's show. So don't do that, but because that's annoying. But if you just stop by a couple of times and we get to know your, your name and say hi, then we don't mind promoting people. You're too shy to color. Do you you if you're not a streamer though, Jennifer, but do you have a channel? Not everybody streams. I get that. Not everybody streams, but if you have a YouTube channel where you just post videos, Devin's been posting some awesome things lately. There's Devin Rex for Art. What did some big jerk say? I missed what he said. He's funny, some big jerk, but I missed what he said. Oh, this is my real name. And yeah, I'm cleaning my brush here. Some big jerk is not a troll. That's his real name. So, good one. Good one, some big jerk. Okay, so now I'll finish the rest of this later, the background. So let me hit this with a heat gun and dry it. All right, let me get a couple pencils. This will probably be another, kind of monochromatic page as well. Let me get a better pink. No, I want this purple. All right, so I'm going to go with processed red and hot pink. So these and maybe some white and black. So I don't know if I'll use black pencil or if I'll use a black pen, like favorite pastel pen. Because here's the thing. So I'm sure you can see, especially on this, a lot of color books. Thank you, Ann Young. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hi, Deborah K. So some big jerky. My father's name is Beef Jerky. My mother's name is Soda Jerk. Oh my gosh. Are you related to Zippy the Unicorn? I'm just saying. So anyway, if you ever notice on a lot of color books, most color books, the black is not black. And you can see it right here when you compare the dark black here to the black of the eyes and everything. So you don't want to leave like pupils like looking gray. Thanks, Macola. You want to color them in, whether you do it with a pencil, and sometimes I'll use like a Faber-Castell pen to get in there tight. But you want to make sure you go over the black and don't leave it gray, because it's not gonna pop. The contrast is not going to be there if you leave it like a gray, right? Same thing for maybe the inside of the mouth there. All right, so there we got that. And the same thing now, sometimes these faraway ghosts, like on the other girl here where I did the green ghost. Where is this one? All right, I'm going to move this now. The green ghost here. I didn't do the eyes real dark. I left them kind of vague because these are kind of like wispy, like, coming out of these bottle misty. So I didn't really want them to be very contrasty. I want them to be kind of faded looking, like misty, right? But if you want your ghost to have like dark eyes, then, go in there and you're going to have to do it on every one. I'll just do it here on the ones that and you could put a highlight in them, or you can leave them like, just black eyes, because they're really tiny too. They're far away. But if you want them to stand out, you got to go in there and color them in, because they're not going to show up with just the grade ink that was printed on the color book. And I'm just going to do the ones that I've colored all the way around so I can. Oh, I'm staying in frame there. So now we'll shade them. We're going to throw some shade. Yeah, left them kind of faded. Yeah, I left them kind of, they're gonna be lost in the mist. I would like the courage to do YouTube. Can't stand my voice. Oh well, you could also do. A lot of people think they don't like their voice. Have you ever listened to your voice? It's probably not as bad as you think, but you don't have to you can just do music in the background too to get started. You could do music. You could do, you don't have to, nobody has to show their face. I only do maybe every 6 months do I show my face. I don't know, this might have been longer than that now, because I only have the one camera. So, I just don't. But I need to do another face-to-face soon. I haven't done one in a while. Because that means putting on makeup. But let's see. Abigail's asking something, do you have kids? What are his kids' names? Well, I'm sure he's going to give you something funny, because we're not going to dox anybody here. Let's see. Deborah K. You never talk on a video. You think you're shyer than you probably are. Well, after you do a couple, I've been doing it for 10 years. I've been doing streaming for 10 years. And trust me, my very first video that I did, you couldn't even hear me talk. I was talking so quiet because I'm a loud talker. I've always had a loud voice. So my very first video, I was going, now today we're going to do artist trading cards. We're going to put a border of plaster around the artist. I can't even hardly do it anymore. I can't even try to talk that quiet. But I did, because I thought to myself, well, my voice is so loud and it carries. It's a very loud voice. So if I talk loud, everybody's going to go, oh my gosh, he's yelling at us. So I talked real quiet. That lasted one video. Now I just say, look, if it's loud, just turn your volume down. But I do try to not, I don't, try not to yell or anything, but yeah. Oh, I don't know if Pacola's talking, but I did, all right, I'm going to go ahead and while I'm talking, I'll take my process red and start doing some shading. And I'm going to shade this big ghost. And you can see there's a little bit of grayscale here. So that gives you an idea where to go. But I'm going to want the tongue to be, I'm just going to start with the shading, and I'm going to have the eyes are going to be magenta. It's going to be just monochromatic here. So I'm going to do some shadows under the the ghost eyelid. Do they have eyelids? But anyway, and I'm just going to start shading while I'm talking to you. So, and I've told this story before, so if you've heard it before, don't email me. Don't leave me a comment that says you tell the same stories over and over. Yeah, well, whatever. And so anyway, I think I was in 3rd grade. So I would have been 8 in 3rd grade. So I was in 3rd grade, and up until, when I was in elementary school, I was a good kid. Can't say I always was, but when I was in elementary school. So the first time I was ever called to the principal's office, I was in third grade, and I sat outside the office, waiting to go into the principal's office. I got called in, and they said, "We just called you in. You're not in trouble. We called you in because the microphone in the cafeteria, on the stage, we had back then. I don't know how the schools are all laid out now, but you had the stage was in the cafeteria, and so the microphone went out for the school play, and we need someone to narrate the school play that has a voice that carries." So they wanted me to just narrate the school play. Um, and I wasn't in trouble. So, but I don't know if y'all remember the report cards when it was like S, I, and U. S was satisfactory, I was needs improvement, and U was unsatisfactory. Well, I always got S's in everything, except in talking, I always got U's. All right, so now I'm just going to start shading here with this just one color at first, and because I'm going to make this a monochromatic page. So I've always had a loud voice, and my voice I've always known my voice carries. And so I say all that to say, you don't know how you're going to be perceived on camera, or your voice. You may not like your voice, but it may appeal to somebody else, right? And is some big jerk naming off his kids? Let's see. All my kids have odd names because I married a Yank and we hyphenated. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm just going to keep shading here. I don't know. I think Janet and some big jerk could probably be BFFs. Along with Zippy. I don't know. They're pretty snarky. I love some snark though. I love some snark. I'll tell you who I think is, and not everybody likes him, and people have problems with him. I don't care. But on Twitter, I love William Shatner. He is a snark king. He's a snark. I like his snarkiness. Not everybody does, but then you don't have to follow people that you don't like. That's one of the nice things. Trust me, I have tons of people blocked. So it's not, it's your preference. It's your Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. You don't have to follow people. And if they annoy you, then you can block them. You're free to do that. Hi, let's see. It's not Ashley. What is it? Admiral Catherine, I want to say Ashley, but it's not Ashley. What's your name again? You said it Monday, but I can't remember it. Yeah. Let's see. Is it Ashley? Oh, I did get it right. Okay, so it is Ashley. Okay, so welcome, Ashley. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna just keep lightly shading with my ghost here. And the same thing that I'm doing here, I'm going to do on all the little ghosts. Okay, the same kind of shading I'm doing here. Every little ghost that's down here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to shade each little ghost. Okay, around their little arms here. I really need to sharpen the pencil to get down into these tiny ones, but so I'm going to do this with all of them. Just so you can kind of get an idea. And I will post it when it's done. I've been posting them every day on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And this is funny. Speaking of little kids in school, this was funny because I'll tell this because it's telling on me and Janet. But anyway, if I remember it correctly, I may not remember it exactly. But anyway, I forget, it was between me and Hubster and Janet, and we were all talking about how what kind of kids we were. And Hubster was saying that I was the kind that was on the playground with my hands in the hips, telling everybody what to do. And because I think maybe Janet had said something about that, and I said, and then Janet said she was the one. Janet was the one hanging upside down from the monkey bars, hanging upside down. And I said something like, well, I was the one pointing out that you could see your underwear. And Janet goes, I wasn't wearing any underwear. Something like that. I can't remember it exactly now. But anyway, Janet is funny. Janet can, Janet's, yeah, she snarks with the best of them. Hi, Lisa, Tracy, Dawn. Let's see. Jennifer Doyle. I'm trying to skip. Hi, Ray. How's it going? Okay, so I don't want to get too. I want to make sure the little hand, stays. So I'm just going to keep shading around a little bit here. I want to do some little glows around the ghost here. So I just wanted to show you some different ways. But, see how I'm lightly shading? You can do, just take your time and do real light shading. And then you can go back, where you've got it real light. You can take your time, do it real light. You can go in there with, well, let's go ahead and start with the hot pink. So now if you're one that doesn't like the texture, see how you can see the pencil texture? Well, you can blend that all out. Takes a minute. But so now I can go in here and lightly now. Remember, you're building up wax with Prismacolors. So you want to take your time and just do it real lightly. Do it light just to get rid of that pencil texture, if you will. So I'm just going to go real light. If you hard pressure and try to blend it all out in one, smash down, you're not going to be able to do any more blending over that, because you've dented the paper, and you're not going to be able to go in and blend. You can hard pressure over it and get color to go on top of it, but you're not going to be able to soften it out. See how soft that's looking? Hi, Doodlex. Leo's grandma. Thanks. I love the visual of Janet on the monkey bars. Yeah, right. So I'm just gonna soften it. Soft kitty, one kitty, little Bob. Anytime I say soft, I think of that song. So anyway, just kind of let's make a little shadow under his hand there, or her, his or her, whatever this ghost might be. And we're also going to do some highlighting with some white and Posca. So again, I'm not hard pressuring this, because if I want to darken something, like let's say I want a little more shadow around the eye, see, I can do that because it's not a big wax buildup. But you have to do it. You have to just do soft layers. I need to sharpen this pencil. Okay, and then I'll go back in with the but just take your time, and you can even add more shadow. Here, let's add a little bit more shadow up here in his eye. A little bit of black, and then we'll go back over that. And I'll wait to color this one in before I do this on that one. Okay, so I've got a little bit of shadow going on there. It just gives it some more depth. Now, let me sharpen this. It look the ghost from Pac-Man. It does kind of look like the ghost from Pac-Man, right? Ms. Pac-Man in this case. That was my favorite game in the day. I was really good at it too. I liked it. I liked it. So I'll tell this story again too. And I know y'all don't email me. I say the same stories over. I've only lived so much, and this is just one of those things. This is one of those things that I lived. We were at this is back in the day when Ms. Pac-Man and all in the movie theaters, you'd have the games, you'd have a game room in the theater. Before I tell you that story, let me go ahead and I want to put in some light magenta underneath the eye here. Let's just go ahead and get the little eyes in. Then I'm going to go over that light magenta with some white. Well, it's the hot pink. So I'm going to nice and light at the bottom and nice dark shadows on the top. Then I'll take my Posca and I'm going to do, and manga has, I've seen up to like 7 or 8 highlights. I'm not going to put that many in this, but you can put there's quite a few highlight ways in manga. So you can look it up and you can see there's a gazillion ways. But I'm just going to do this. There we go. And then when that white dries, if that line is a little too stark, I can go back in there and go over that with the pencil and knock back the white of it, the highlight. Okay. So let's get a little darker. So anyway, we're at the theater and we were in the game room waiting for the movie. And we loved I love Ms. Pac-Man. I could play Ms. Pac-Man for hours. And I did play it for hours. And thanks. Yeah, thanks, Picola. Yeah. I didn't see anybody doing it, but Picola's, they're right on they're whatever say Picola, Janet, Julie, whatever they say goes. If they knock you out, there's a reason. So they have complete control. They can do whatever they think is necessary, except hang upside down from the monkey bars with no underwear. We don't allow that in the chat. So anyway, we were at the theater playing in the game room, and I'd run out of quarters. So Hupster's nickname is Bud. That's his nickname. I know. Don't anybody, well, you can laugh if you want. But anyway, his nickname's Bud. So I went up to him and I said, and I talk loud, right? I talk loud anyway. And, the room's all buzzing with all kinds of machines going and ding and dang and ling, 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 and all this stuff going. I said, hey, Bud, you got a quarter? And he turned around and he looked at me like, I beg your pardon. And he said, I beg your pardon. And turned back around and kept playing his game. And everybody that was near him or me turned around and looked at me like, oh, bless her heart. She doesn't have any quarters. And of course, I think it's so funny. And I'm busting out laughing, because that's just his sense of humor. And, I've just got used to it over the years. That's the kind of thing he would do. Oh, my gosh. Well, so anyway, actually, I know, right? Okay, so let me keep blending here. So there's my Ms. Pac-Man story. So I'm just going real softly and just kind of keep blending it in. And just take your time on if you want to do a nice big, piece like this where you want to do a lot of blending. Just take your time and light layers. No, don't hard pressure because then you're stuck. Once you've hard pressured it down, there's no soften. Well, I guess you could paint over it, and I've done that before in a pinch. You can always paint over it and start over, but. But you got to take your time. We need to go back into doing some of the special effects books, Helen Elliston's and the special effects book, the girls that I bought their books. for special effects. And we need to do some more of those books to show some specific special effects to do. All right. So we'll just, I'll just keep going with that. But you can kind of see how smooth that can be. I'm afraid to go back and look what Janet said. Oh my gosh. Oh, is Janet kicking somebody out? Janet has put on her big girl mod boots. I didn't see what happened, but yeah, trolls, you just, you just get kicked. You're just going to get kicked or blocked. Yes. Melinda, Special Effects 4. Yeah, I have that one. And that's one of the books I sent Mom 1 and 4. And I have all 4 of them. I have all 4 of the special effects. Unless she's put out a 5. Melinda, did she put out a 5? I don't have a 5 yet. Oh, big boots and panties. Jane. Oh my God. Okay, so let's so now that this is dry, I want to get in here with a little bit more. There we go. So there you can see the eyes kind of close up. All right, so let me go ahead and do a couple of the little ghosts just so I can show you, putting a glow around them. So this one's kind of behind that one, so we'll just kind of make it a little bit darker. And let's see, let me go in here. I'll do a couple of them and then show you going around them. And I want to do this. I'll do this one too, but after I got all the little ghosts done around. So I want to keep them fairly light. So I'm just going to kind of shade them, really on just one side here. And I'll even have to do this part to show you maybe put some little shadows around their eyes a little bit. We're real good about promoting people here, but don't spam us. And that goes for all the channels that are related to each other, all the fibs. And fib stands for Friends in the Box. Hi, Judy. Good to see you. Judy. That's what I always do when I'm typing to her. I always put that in. Hi, Cassandra. I'm never going to get the boots and panties picture out of my head. Oh my gosh. Okay, Louise. Yeah, I've got all 4 of them. Yeah. We did a project in the 4th one. Did I keep it? Let me look real quick. Let me show y'all her books real quick. Some of them I've kept in the books and some of them I haven't. So this is Special Effects 1. And I don't know if I have the projects actually. Okay, yeah. So here's the eye. We did this project. So here's where we did the eye. And there's a video for this, but it's been a couple of years. When did this book come out? When did this one come out? 2017. So this video is probably at least 3 years old. But so we did this eye in this book. And the little raindrop. I just try to kind of keep them stuck in here so that... and there's color charts. And her books are awesome. And you can follow her on Facebook too. She's real friendly over on Facebook. I'm not in anybody's groups, color book groups over there, but I follow her just as personal. Let's go in order. Here's Special Effects 2. Now these, all right, I'm not going to have anything on these because what I did on these is I cut out little like 4x4 watercolor cards and I did them individually and then I gave them away. So there may be one in here, but I gave all these away. All the ones that I did from this book. So that's color special effects 2. Here's number 3. Just so y'all know. And you can get them all on Amazon. They're all over there. I don't remember what I did in this one. Oh, this one I think I did in a sketchbook because I did this. Where is it? I did this. Where's that page? Was it in this book? Because I did that door, but I think it's in a sketch. Yeah, here. This I did this, but I did it big in a sketchbook, so it's not going to be in here. But we did this project. And then in this one is the page I did in here. We did this big candy. We did this, I thought I'd left it in here, but maybe not. It's probably in the sketchbook. But we did this. There must be testing the, I hear the tornado alarm going off. It's a perfectly sunny day. That's when they do the test. So they know, so you know it's not real tornado, but they want to test the tornado siren. I hear it outside. They're testing it. But we had a tornado warning. What day was it? Janet, what day was that? Sunday night? Anyway, Janet messaged me, "Are you okay? There's a tornado warning in your area." I go, "Oh, yeah, let me look that up." But there was. And and I took a picture of it too, because this is one of those God moments where, and I know y'all, whether you believe or not, but anyway, the tornado was coming like right up in our area, and and I'm a prayer, and the tornado, like, literally, I watched it on radar and I took a picture of it, screenshot it. I took a screenshot. The tornado like went like this, not the actual literal tornado, but the storm of I guess there were 7 tornadoes that night. I didn't know that till my post office lady told me yesterday, but there were 7 tornadoes that night. And right around, like, it must not have been more than 3 miles radius around us, went like this and went off. So I was saying, "Oh, thank you, Lord." But anyway, yeah, this, I did this one here, but I don't remember where did I put it? Did I put it in? Let me see. I think it might be in this book. Let me see if it's in my big sketchbook. This is my big look how thick that is. This is my 600-page sketchbook. I think I might have put it in here. Ah, I did. I stuck it down in here. So here's the piece we did from the book here. So this was, you can see it's big, big as my hand. We did a giant peppermint, and I just put it in my big sketchbook here. But yeah, so we've done a few projects out of this. So that's color special effects 4. And again, she's just got tons of ideas and shading and step by step. I mean, she tells you every color. I don't do that when I do a demo. Well, I try to maybe when I'm doing hers, but when I do any kind of demo like this, I'll tell you a couple of colors. I'm not writing them all out and telling you every color. But Helen does. Look at these bottles. We were going to go do some of these bubble potion bottles, and maybe I should pull this out so we could do this soon, because those are really cool. So anyway, Helen's books are a lot of fun and very informative. Let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, they were scary storms. Hi, Artie Dar, by the way. Good to see you. We don't see you much, Dar. So thanks for stopping in. All right, so let's get back to our little ghosty here. And okay, so what I wanted to show you was, after you do a little shading on the individual ghosts, and of course, we're going to do the same thing. Let me sharpen. We're going to blend just like we did the big one, just smaller. The bottles would be fun, Devin. Yeah. So again, I'm just going to, do the same thing, and I'm going to do this with all the ghosts. But it won't really take that long. You could do one every 30 seconds or so. It doesn't take too long. And then a little bit of white. Give it a little whiteness to it. Now, the reason that you can put some kind of a glow or mist or fog or anything like that around them is because of the black paint. If this, and let me go ahead and show that one more time. I know people go, oh, you're going to show that again? Yeah, because it really is important. Let me show this. Let me get a piece of scratch paper here. This is, and I have it, I do this and then I put the sample aside so I can have it handy to show. And then for some reason I always disappear and I have to show it again. But I want to do it anyway. Okay, so let me get some black paint because is that dry? Yeah, I don't know where my black paint is. I thought I had it in a little. Oh, here it is. Okay, so here's the black paint. So I'm going to put some black paint down, which is what is around. It's just black, flat, matte, acrylic craft paint. It's just some deco art, Americana craft paint, flat. It has to be matte. If it's satin, metallic, shiny, it's not going to do this, okay? All right, so I'm going to put some black acrylic paint down. I'm going to show you all the sample. Do you make a journal of just your coloring book pages? Artie Dar, I showed it earlier today. I do have a binder. I have a binder of color book pages, but I don't usually cut them out of the original books, especially if it's a $25 hardback color book. I don't cut those pages out, right? But if it's just Create Space or, a softback book that has one-sided pages in it, then sometimes I showed it earlier today. Okay, so now so there is some black acrylic paint. Now I'm going to take a black pencil, and let's say you wanted a nice dark black around these ghosts, right? You'd have to get it really dark, right? You'd have to keep going over it till it was nice and black like this. Okay. So you could do this if you just wanted to color the background black. But here is the secret magic. Okay. Now you could do this with white. I'm going to do it with pink as well. I'll probably start with white because it makes it stand out more. So let's make sure that's dry. Let me hit it with the heat gun because it has to be dry, of course. Okay, so here's the pencil. Paint here, pencil here. Okay, so now you could tape the sample inside my Jane. I think it is in there. But the problem with that is I've got 3 Jane Davenport books and they're on my shelf. And yeah, it's kind of hard to even get to them. Because they're packed in there. But I think I do have a sample in my Jane Davenport book. Don't make me pull that out right now, Devin. Okay, so here we got the pencil. So take a white pencil, and I'm going to hard pressure over this just to show you. Look, there's no way I'm going to get that pencil to have any kind of white anything over it. All it does is smear the black. But look at that. See, no white. It's just smearing it. Now, anytime you use a white pencil on top of any kind of color pencil, make sure you clean. See that black on there? If you happen to use your white pencil and you're coloring some shading or something on black, and then you go to do something like shade something on, put some white on here, that black is going to transfer, and I would just put black streaks. So always make sure you clean off or resharpen your white or light color pencil. See all that? That would have gone directly on here if I would have taken my white pencil. That's just a little sidebar tip. Okay, so I went over that, and you could see there's no white pencils going to go over that. Okay, but look on the paint. I can actually get that back to white. And you can also do soft things on it. Now I got to sharpen this. You can do soft things on it around, like the ghost that I'm getting ready to go around. I dropped my pencil in the trash. But you see how this is the secret with the acrylic paint. You can't do that pencil over pencil, and it doesn't matter what color it is. This could be another, this could be a blue background, a red background. It's just I show it on black because it's so dramatic, and I use a lot of black backgrounds because I like to do a lot of outer space kind of things. But look, See that? So now what I can do is, well, I don't know why did I pick this one up when I have this one sitting right now? I don't know. Okay, so now what I can do is I can make a glow around the ghosts. And you can make some of it lighter and some of it darker. But you can do this, let me hold it up, around it, and you cannot do that. If this was pencil, you could not do this. Okay. So I'm going to do this around all the ghosts. Now, even though I haven't shaded these guys in yet, I'm just going to go ahead and just show you a couple. And this is the same thing I did around the green ghost on the other page. And I'll probably go around the big guy here too, you know. But you can do it lighter. You can do some like streaky kind of, like show the pencil lines. But you can go on top of the black paint. That you can't do that with just pencil on pencil. All right, so let me go over to the other ghost here so you can see. So I did the same thing here, but in these, I left their faces real ghosty. But you see how I went around them? But then I didn't just do I did some little pencil, just little pencil lines around just to make it more interesting. But it's because this is acrylic paint and this is acrylic paint that I'm able to do that. And then if you want some real bright white highlights like what's on her glasses, you want to, oh, I just stuck my pen in the paint there. Let me clean that off. You want to have a white Posca. If I could recommend one, get it, it's all up under there. I'll let it dry. If I could recommend one extra thing to have besides the acrylic paint, it would be a white Posca. And they come in different size tips. They come in, bullet tips, and this one's more of a bullet tip, but there's finer point ones. Do I have one sitting here? Where is it? I had one sitting here. Oh, here we go. Smaller one with a smaller tip. They come in different sizes. But a white Posca where you can get that bright white highlight, like what's on her glasses, see? Okay. So now let's go back over to the ghost. So if I want this to be more pink, I still like to put the white down first because that like makes it real vibrant, and then go over that with the pink. So you can go in there with a little bit of pink just on top of the white, and keep some of it white and some of it a little bit of pink. So there's a little bit of both in there just to give it a pinky and white glow. And then if you want any extra glows, you can just add a little bit of a highlight with a little Posca just to give it a little extra pop. Let me show you these three. Now, this one hasn't been shaded yet, but you'll still get the idea. Okay, so you can go around it with a Posca just to give it even a little bit more. I wouldn't outline it, but just a little bit. Bird pooped on your hand while flying by. Oh my gosh. Hi, Missy Lulu. Who else am I missing? I said hi to Art Pearls earlier. Debbie Riddick, Michelle Odell. She says, I've heard that's good luck. So again, let's go ahead and let's do this little guy here. Maybe a little around the eyes. So you can see and if you want your pages to really pop, you want to have high contrast. So you want some real dark darks and some real light lights to have it really stand out. So you can kind of see where we're heading with this. Maybe the little hands might even need a little bit. Now, I'm not done coloring this, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. They might need a little bit of extra pop on the top of their hands, because otherwise it's almost looking like, I'm not quite sure, but it doesn't look like their hands if we're not careful. So I think I'm going to do a little highlight on each one of the hands just to make them stand out just a little more. Just each of their little hands a little highlight like that. Just gives it a little more oomph, and you can even bring it down a little. And you can soft blend with your finger when you use the Poscas. And there are lots of colors of Posca, but I just use white more than any other color. Something like that. We could even give the little ghosts some little fangs if we want. We could give them some little fangs. On some of the other ones, I added some additional things. Let's see. This one, I added a lot more hair on his back. This one, I added that drool. That wasn't there. What else did I add on some of them? Same for this. I added the drool on him. He didn't have drool. I don't know that I added anything specific other than the glass shine. Let's see what else. Again, I put a kind of a scribble glow around all the creatures here. Just more of a scribbly kind of movement around all the background. And then I did add all the little dots of stars. And I did go over her lace with Posca. So the after I put some gray down, I put the white Posca over it to make it look lacy. Let's see what else. This one, I put the mist kind of floating across on the top of that one. I added the spider webs here. Those spider webs weren't there. And I added all those straw coming out of the hats with a gold Posca. So I went around with the gold Posca in the straw. Is that it? I think that's it in this book. I love this book too, Lisa. It's just so fun. There's the cover again, guys. Pop manga, cute and creepy. Camilla Erico. I never know quite how to pronounce her name. So this is what I'm going to do with all the ghosts on this page. So I think what I'll do real quick is because it's going to get tedious for you guys with the same stuff. I think you got the idea of how it's going to look. I'll show you a couple other. Now I showed my binder with my what do you call it? Jasmine Beckett Griffith pages. That was in the binder. I showed that earlier, so I won't pull that out. But maybe a couple other pages. Let's see. I'll move this out of the way. I'll show you a couple other color books that, and also most of my Bennett Klein were in that binder as well. Let me make a space to get to a couple books here. But my, like Hannah Carlson, or let's see, I'll show you a couple of my Hannah Carlsons. So these are, and of course, I don't have lots done in any of them because, you know, I'm always moving from book to book. But let me back out a little more. So this one is called, and I did write the translation. Tidevarv is seasons. So I'll just show a couple pages out of these books. Here's, you know, some of them I've started to show different demos, but I should have a few pages in here. At least started. Did I do the cover? I usually start with doing the cover here. This one is Jewelry Box. I'm not going to try to pronounce that, but this one's called Jewelry Box. Does anyone know how to refine fine liner pens? But I know there's some different Adela. I know there's some kind of Janet would probably know better than anybody. I haven't used those. If you're talking about the kind that you fill, or are you talking about like just a fine liner pen, like like something like this kind? Now this one's not a fine liner. That my fine liners are up there. But if you're talking about that kind, a lot of times, and it's like a Sharpie too. A lot of times, if you've either got it in paint or you've jacked up that tip, it's not going to revive. You know, and gel pens, sometimes when you shake them, you can shake them or kind of sometimes lick them. I don't not recommend anybody lick their pens, but gel pens can sometimes be revived by shaking the ink down. But if it's not a technical pen, the technical pens that you have to refill, like the Kohinoor, those you can buy kind of a liquid that you can clean with. It's like a cleaner for technical pens. But if you've messed up your fine liners, yeah. Hi, Lady Celtic Moon. Oh, let's see. Who else am I missing? But I think you'd have better luck getting a gel pen. Getting a gel pen to start reactivate by shaking the ink down and kind of scribbling, shaking it down. But when you have the fine liners, like, where's my fine liners? This thing. Nope, these are my like flares. Let's see where. Oh, here they are. They're in this one. Like if you have a fine liner, like, well, this is even a marker. I'm trying to find the actual fine liners. Hang on. It might be in this bag. Nope, that's my inks. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Like this. Like a fine liner like this. This is a Stabilo, but there's different ones. Is this what you're talking about? These kind of pens? Once they're dried out, I don't know if you could get those started again. Hi, Monica. Okay, so let's see here. So I've done a little bit. I went around the cover here. Well, I'm just going to try to flip through and see what I have done in these. It's been a while since I've looked in them. This one, I painted the background black and was able to put a glow around. See how I put a little glow around those little stars like that? And then I added stickles. I don't know if it's going to, there we go. A little, there we go. You can see the stickles. But the little star glows, that's because this is acrylic paint that you can do that. Okay. You're working on crack-lacking in the Mythomorphia. Yeah, I love my Mythomorphia books too. Let's see. Okay, this one's Summer Nights. And I had one of these I sent home with my mom. I can't remember. I think it's the one that was on black paper. I sent it home with Mom when she visited. This one is the cats and the little girl, and I did put stickles so you can see it's glittery. This reminds me of Denise when she was 11 years old, before she got contacts. So you can see I've started some washes of paint in these. I thought I had more in these. Maybe it's these two that I have more in. But they're like little fairy tales, these kind of books. Now, I think I gave Mom the other one and this one. I gave Mom a couple of these. Then here's Daydreams. Okay, so here's one. This one's not done. I can tell by the sky's not done. But I started putting stars and a little glow around the little bells. What do you call those? Bluebells? Anyway, the little flowers there. But it's just got the wash on it. So you can see it's not shaded yet. It's just got a wash of paint. This one. This one. This one's done. And see the stickles and see the white glow around there? See, it's because it's pencil. Oh, do I have any more in this one? I've got some things started. If this one started. See, I don't care if I finish a page before I go on, unless I'm posting it online. Unless I'm going to post it and there's a reason I need to hurry up and finish it. You know, like my creepy ones that I'm trying to do during Halloween. But let me see here. Let me move this over here. Oh, here's another Hannah Carl's off. Hang on. And then I think this is the one I might have a couple things in. This one is called Spirit Animal or Soulmates. I'm not sure which one it's translated to, but there's this one. So let's see what I got in here. Yeah, I got her done. And I got a lot of silver. That's gel pen there. Silver gel pen. Maybe too, but silver gel. Here's my little cards. Sometimes they send cards. She sends cards in them. The girl that, uh-oh. Let's move that black paint. So I did her with a lot of silver. There we go. You can see it there. Yeah, I do have a color. Thank you, Devin. I do have color book playlist because I've colored so many books. I mean, I literally have hundreds of books, guys. I'm not kidding. Okay, Fairy Celebrations. And these are Clara Markova. This one is, and who's this one by? Let's do the Clara Markova ones. I got a Marie Troll. Okay, so this is Fairy Celebrations. And I have done more in these. This one's just got the wash on it. Let's get over. And these are so cute. They're like a whole fairy tale story. So what I was saying earlier, these kind of books, I'm not going to cut these up and put them in a binder. But they're so cute. So I think this was the next one I was going to color one day. But there's I have colored quite a few in Clara Markova. Now, where are they? Where are they? Oh, this is the newest one, I think. Okay, Tenderful Enchantments. This one. Okay, so here's the cover. And this one. This one. So, and they take a while. I'm not going to lie. They take a while if you do a lot of these little details. Okay, let's just flip through. I think, is this the one with the doors? Yeah, okay. So it comes with these doors that you can cut out. And so, and put in your book. I'll show you here. We got a couple. Okay, so this is one. This one doesn't have the doors, but this is the bat. I did this one on a Halloween a few years ago. 3-4 years ago. I'm not sure. There's this one. And again, it's got the glow. Okay, let's see. This one. And this one's got some glitter in it. The little boy on the bike. And see the glitter. There we go. The Stickles glitter. So I like this one. This one. I know, right, Tabby? Too many cute pages, not enough time. And especially when you have, I mean, I can't even tell you how many hundreds of books I have. I did take a picture of myself with my color books stacked up, and I'm behind them, and it completely covers me up. I mean, this one here, I like that one. This one, okay, so this one's not done, but I did cut the door out to show you. So the doors are in the back, and you cut them out, and then it has you put a little slit there, and you has a little flap, and then I just taped it. And so that way you can have the little doors. See? Isn't that cute? What else do I have in here? Okay, then here's the little girl with the shoes. Again, I put a lot of stickles on this one. Wherever there was gold. And then I showed that one. Okay. And this one's a Clara Markova. This one's called Magical Delights. And this one has doors too. See, I cut them out. I've cut the doors out. So here we go. All right. So this is, I think, probably my favorite page in all these books. All right. So they're like little birdhouses. Little birdhouses. And they have all these little mushroom spores throughout the whole thing, right? And then, now these didn't have anything on the back side. These didn't have any, so I tried to emulate the wood. And so, and it's the same thing as a little slit, and you put the little, slit in there. And then, so you got the door there. Same thing for this one. I know, aren't they cute, Carla? So I really like that one. What else is in this book? A little mouse. And in this one, I added all this little moss. I just added all kinds of little squiggly moss in the trees. There's that. Do you have anything else in this one? Might have the cover page done. Yeah. Got the little bottle done there. Okay, then this one is Emily, let's see, Emil Oberg. And it's either called, Zeely said it's called Fairy Tales and Stories or Tales and Legends. And that's what the translation is. So let's see what I've done in this one. Zeely sent me this. Oh, I know I got at least one in this here somewhere. I thought I did. Did I not color in this one at all? Oh, I've got to get crack-a-lackin'. I've got to color in that one. And then Nightfall. This is Marie Troll. And let's see. So some of the pages in this one are already black. This is already done, like with the black background. On some pages. Then here's where I did some of the moss again. I just added my own little mossy bits. But these pages are already, they're printed black. Okay, there's this little ferret. And again, I added all my own little moss. Let's see what else. This one's just got a wash of color on it. It's not blended or shaded yet. Did I miss one here? So those are some of the hardback ones that I have. That I love them, but I don't work in them as much as I guess I should. Let's see. I showed you all my Kirby's last week or the week before. So I won't show you my Kirby Roseannes, my Mythomorphia, Magimorphia. I won't show those because I just showed those not too long ago. I'll show a couple since we are working in Camilla's Cute and Creepy. I'll show you her other two books that I have. Pop Manga, this is her first one. And then the mermaid one. These are the other two I have. She also has, can you go on? Or, not as well, Yvette. It will work, and it's going to depend on the printer. I should have tested it, and I've already put the book away. But it's not going to work. It's not going to give you the texture that acrylic paint does. The black printed pages, you can't, it'll do it, but just there's something about the black acrylic paint. It has a tooth to, gives it a tooth for the white, or the any color really, but the white particularly to show. Okay, so here is, let me show you what I've done in this book. This is, this one came out in, what year did it come out as, in the front or the back? 2016. So this one came out in 2016. And again, it's probably going to be partially done. This one's finished. So see all that blue behind her? That's all on top of black acrylic paint. Okay. I'm not going to show I've flipped through the book a whole bunch of times. I'm just going to try to get to some finished pages. Here's my narwhal, mermaid and narwhal page. And again, this is black acrylic paint, splattered white paint, glows around the little fairies or the little butterflies. And of course, all this is paint. I just painted in the water with acrylic paint. This girl here, I forget what I used on it. I forgot what I used on her. I was thinking, I don't remember. And this girl. Started on this guy here. I love her books. This is the one I did with Inktense pencils. And I did not like how I could not get that smooth in the background. I left it because I wanted to show. I did not like the way the Inktense would not. Once you wet down Inktense and it dries, it's semi-permanent. So you can't really reactivate it to get it to blend. So I left it, and I just don't like the way that I couldn't blend it out the way I wanted to. Now, of course, I can go in here with pencil and blend it out with pencil. But I just left it so I could remember you don't like Inktense in your color book pages. Not for a big area like that. It's fine for like the eyes or some little areas. But and then this tree girl here. And that one is in just her regular pop manga. And then this is a mermaid one and other sea creatures. This one is one I started to try to use what do you call it? Pan pastel. So this is pan pastel base. It's not done. It's not shaded, but it's got the pan pastel in there and some white paint on the edges. That's the brightness of that edges is a white acrylic paint, but it's pan pastel as a base. Okay. I've got a couple of those in here. This one is just ink, acrylic ink. That just played with that. This is a big wash of just a wash of a couple of colors, and then to get it real watery looking, and then I'll go back on top of it and color all this in with pencil. Okay, so but my point in showing this is you can do a big wide swash of paint and get, especially if it's like water where it doesn't have to be flat or anything, and you just got a big wash of paint, then you can go back in and do all the details because your pencil will go on top. This acrylic paint is not going to prevent any, as I showed you on here, it's not going to prevent any color from going on top. So you can do a big wash of something and then go back in for the details. Okay. Another one, the background here is, I'm pretty sure, yeah, the background is pan pastel. And then the same thing for her face here. I started doing like a veiny effect, and I did that on a another octopus in here as well. But you can see how you can do with pastels, how you can blend this very softly. So it just makes it a softer look. Let's see. This one was kind of a smack and dragon thing where I drug it through some watercolor, just took, I think, if I'm not mistaken, took the whole book and just drug it through watercolor. And then after it got to dry, then after it dried, I went back and painted in all the black and then just used a Posca to go around all the little suckers, you know. And this one is all pan pastel too. So that's all shaded with pan pastel. See how you can get a cool effect? That's because it's so soft. Same thing for this here. So all that's pan pastel. And you do have to spray it. I think here's some tests. You know, we use some tests here. What else? I saw something. This is the one Denise started. Denise did that one when she was here. I won't tell the story about the crap pencils, but and then I also have her books on how to draw pop manga. Are they in here? Or are they in the other room? I think I took them in the other room because I tried to just keep color books in here. So let me see. Yeah, I don't have her other. She has some books on how to draw pop manga, but they're in the other room. So, all right, let's see what other color books. I'll show a couple more before we go. Let's see what else. Oh, maybe these. I'm just pulling some random ones out here. Okay. Zimya Snova, Tomislav Tomic. This is a very, very detailed book. Tiny. You know, you have to, you're going to be using your fine liner pens, markers, and things like that to do detail in this book. It's very tiny. I don't do much work in these kind of books because they're so tiny. What's the best makeup pen? They're all pan pastel. That is, I got these sitting out because I'm still working on my Scarlett Johansson. That is the brand name. Pan pastel is the name, Adela. Just look up pan pastel. That's the maker. That is the brand. Okay. Yeah. They're not chalky. That's the thing about pan pastels. These are not chalky. Yeah. They're not dry and chalky like a lot of pastels are. These are very creamy and they're very pigmented. They're very soft. I don't want to say they're oily, but they're not dry and chalky. Look at that. See? They're not dry and chalky. Look how far I can spread that. They're so pigmented. If you buy a set of them, unless you're doing, huge giant paintings, you're never going to run out. They're just going to last forever. Maybe white you might end up replacing because you use a lot of white. But other than that, I mean, oh my gosh, you just don't. They're so pigmented. They go so far. But if you do get them, and I have all my pan pastel stuff sitting out because I'm using it on my Scarlett Johansson piece. You want to get their tools. Their foamy, their sponge materials is not like makeup sponges. It is totally different. It's got some there, and I'm sure it's a secret formula, but their sponges and their tool tips and these can be replaced. It's a different kind of material than just like a makeup sponge. You really want to invest in it's SOFFT, soft. You really want to get their tools. Okay, so this one is partially done. And again, that's going in here, I'm sure, with a fine liner on those tiny little bits. What else do I have in here? This one's got a wash on it, not shaded yet, but I'll show you what happens when you shade it. Okay, so here's with a wash, and then I started doing a little bit of shading. But I'm going to flip to this next page where this one, other than my werewolf in Mythomorphia, this page probably took me the longest. This one. This double page spread probably took me longer than anything other than my werewolf. in Mythomorphia. This is like detail max. That I can't even tell you how many hours I spent on this. Little princess down there sleeping. Look at all those leaves. Every one of those were individually done. All of this is individually done. This is many, many hours of work right here. Hi, Dot. Anybody else I miss seeing coming in? Look at this. But look at the detail in these things. I mean, it's a beautiful book, but these are hours and hours worth of hours of patience to do this book, right? Look at that ship. But it's a beautiful book. Zimnia Snova by Tomislav Tomic. I think he's Polish, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful, beautiful book. And then these two are both Asian books that, and I never say this right, Minuet de Bonheur. Never say that right. And then this one is Rhapsody in the Forest. And these are beautiful books too. And they're storytelling, there's fairy tale type books. Here's the cover. I don't know if any of y'all want to try to look for it or translate it. This one is called Rhapsody in the Forest. You could probably find that one. Okay. Here's the other one. And the cover. Okay, so let me show you what I've got in here. This one's just got a base coat around again, these are very detailed. Now, I have done some of my favorite pages are in this book as well. But look at the cute animals. I mean, these animals in this book. In these two books, look at that. They're just like Beatrix Potter quality. I mean, I just looking at it makes me want to just get a pencil and go to town right now. Look at that. But look at the detail. You're going to be spending some time doing these. This is printed black. I didn't do that. That's printed. Let me test that real quick on the white pencil. So now this is a different book, but yeah, you can go over that printed. But look how adorable that they are. Isn't it freaking cute? This is one of my all-time favorite pages as well. Probably my third favorite page other than the Tomislav Tomic and my werewolf. I love this page. So it had all these little bunnies, and I did them I did a gray one, a brown one, a black one, and a white one. And then I added the water. The water was not there. So I added my own water splashing on him and splashing out. But again, lots of time. Lot of time to do this. See the fur? Look how it's just a lot of time consuming. This page took a while. I think there might be a video for it, but I don't remember. Bye, G. Hi and bye. Good to see you, G. And y'all make sure and go check out G Brody's channel too. She does a little bit of everything, but I first started following her when she was doing little mini journals in her car. Some years ago, that's when I first met G, doing little journals sitting in her car. And I love her journaling. I don't vibe, I guess. I love her. I love G. So go follow G Brody. I think she's been doing some collabs with Poet Spice, I think is her name. I think she's been doing some collabs. But anyway, so this is one of my favorite pages as well. But it took a lot of time, all those bricks and everything. Let's see, what else do I have in here? This one, it's all the little birds and the owls and the berries but again, a lot of, look at the detail in the little cardinal there and these little birds. It's time consuming. Hishigo Kurosaki. Hi and bye. Nice to meet you. I didn't see you come in. Welcome. Let's see. Who else have I missed? Janet's saying bye. All right, so I'm about to say bye too. This one I really like too. It's not my favorite as the other one, but this one did these little bunnies here with the jewelry, and I did use gold gel pen, so you can see the gold is shiny. Gold gel pen on the little bunnies there and the cameo. The fish here in the pond, and all the little lines and swirls are done with a Posca. So you got all the little swirls and the lines. That's all done with a Posca pen. It will teach you patience, one of these kind of books, because it's, I mean, look how cute they are though. You could spend many days on one page. And this is the kind of book you would spend many days on. Look, a whole wedding. Look how cute. And I love these books. It's just, it's time. There's only so much time. And then in Rhapsody in the Forest, same way. It's beautiful, but look at that. Look at that detail. So, okay, this little mouse there. And again, I did the water with the Posca. So I really like this one. Bye, Tracy. Anybody else I missed? I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks, all the lurkers. But look at this. Look at the detail. I mean, look. It's just hours of work, I'm telling you. But if you like to color, these are some good ones. I did this for a Halloween a few years ago. I'm not sure what year these books are, but I've had these for a while. Let's see. This reindeer with the like sweater pattern, like a Norwegian sweater pattern in the background. So there's the little reindeer, and again, a lot of time. From Miss Melody. So those two are, well, these three are, I love these books. So it's just, only so many hours in the coloring day. Let's see, maybe I'll show this one real quick. This one's kind of an odd one. It's called A Walk in Eden. And the pages kind of all connect to each other. And it does have some like surrealism to it. And like the pages continue over to this world, this page kind of ends and it might get bigger, or, but they all kind of continue. All these pages continue. And it's an odd book. I mean, let's look at it. But I really enjoyed this one when I was coloring it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Laura. Dawn. I get Dawn and Laura mixed up. Jersey is Laura. Let's Make a Mess is Dawn. Thank you. I can't wait to show the whole poster at the end of the month. But look, here's a Tyrannosaurus right next to a camper and a payphone. You see, it's just really, I'm not sure what this person was doing when they were drawing this. But it's very odd. But I enjoyed, there's some pages in here. I really enjoyed coloring it like this. Okay, here we go. So look at that camouflage tree. And again, I kept it like 3 colors, gray, maroon, and greens. And that made it cohesive by keeping it just those few colors. But yeah, it's some odd stuff in this one. This is some odd stuff in this book. Look, see? So let me flip real quick in this one. This page opens up into a big double page spread here. And there's just random animals and random it's just all very random. But there's some cool, like, look at these. It's like macro photography type thing. So I just like, it's just random in there. But I just like it. It's just really cool. So I did color a couple of those. Let's see. Dragonfly, some kind of a moth with these gear looking things. Okay, so I did this cactus here. She's like a random cactus just right in the book. But I really like this. I like doing those thorns. I like getting those thorns like that. And then the little... So I really like the way that turned out. And this one, it's kind of like a chandelier plant. It's kind of like plants a chandelier with like weird boxes, and it's kind of like organic crystal mech. I don't really know how to describe it. Organic crystal mech. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Mech, M-E-C-H, mech. When I'm saying crystal and mech, let's get that straight. But that's what it looks like. Kind of organic with mech. Thanks, guys. So I think that's all in this one. What else? Let's see. I mean, I've got tons of them on the shelves. Of course, I have all my Asian books, all my beautiful Asian books that Miss Melody has sent me. All right, I'll just stop with this one. And of course, let me show you a little bit. I'll show you two things. I'll show you a little bit of my Nick Filbert. But this is his real name, but he goes by Nick Filbert. But I'll show you a little bit of Serene, and then I'll show you my poster that eventually I will, eventually I'll finish. So these are some of my Serene pages they're not done. This one, as you can see, I did some Copic marker. It goes through. So if you're going to do any Copic work or alcohol-based marker, you want to make sure that you have a one-sided page, so it's not going to ruin the next page, right? This one is still in progress. This one too, my Christmas elf. This one, it's not done. You can see this is how far as I got. I haven't done the wing yet. So just all different one. There's my golden goddess there with gold in there. So I've got to finish. One of these days I'll finish them. I don't ever feel bad not finishing them, especially if I'm doing demos for you guys. That one's got gold in it. It doesn't bother me not to finish. Now, if I tell you, like, this month, I'm saying I'm working in this book and I'm posting something every day, I will, then I feel like I need to finish it, right? But, this one's almost done. This one's done. I didn't like the roses, but I liked her. I really like this one. My little redhead girl with the freckles. And then this one I did with a lot of stickles and glitter in her. Did her at Christmas one year. She's got gold. See the gold paint there? I really like her. So these are some of my Serene ones. And I love this book. I have a second copy of it because I love this book. And then this is also by Nicholas, however you want to say his name. But he goes by Nick Filbert. If you want to follow him on IG, it's Nick Filbert. Okay. But this one, let me back. I'll show. This will be my last one I show you. Let me back as far back as I can because this is a poster. Let's Color Love. And I'm doing this in alcohol markers, and I have all the alcohol marker part done. And now I just have to finish shading. Okay. So, and I did measure it. It's 25 by 34 inches. I wrote that on the back because somebody asked me before how big it is. So let me move that paint. So it's, look, let me put my hand in. You can see how big this is. So it's a huge poster. And here's some areas down here that I finished. So right down in here, I've done the alcohol markers and I finished shading. But you can see the ribbons here where it's shaded. Some of these clouds here are shaded. But then if you get up in here, some of it's, there's a lot of it that's not shaded yet. Like right here, see these flowers? Those light pink flowers, those have not been shaded in. But this is a work of love for sure. And there's the couple in there. They're all entwined. It took me forever to figure out whose feet were whose. Their legs are feet on there. So anyway, but it's huge. Like I said, it's like, I think, what I say, 25 by 34. It's like 2 feet by 2.5 feet, close to it. So one of these days I'll finish it, but you can see right down in here, this part's, what it's all going to look like eventually. So look at the back. See how it's alcohol, it's Copics and alcohol markers. And then I go back and shade on top. So, but it's, I've had this for 3-4 years as well. I'm not sure how long, but it's another one of those. You got to love it to finish it. And this is, I don't know if it has a date on it. Does it have ISBN? It's printed in Jakarta, so I'm not sure if Nick is even putting this out anymore, if he's putting out this book anymore. But yeah. How many hours have I worked on? I couldn't even tell you. I probably, when I was working on it more during that time, I could have probably given you more hours. But I don't know how many hours I've worked on it now, because I don't sit and work on it steady. I'll work on a little here and there, but I have so many other, what's in this one? I have these in, let's see. Then I have some of the larger color book pages that don't fit in any book or anything that I've cut out. And I've put a lot of glitter in these. Now these are, this is Legends of Mermaids. So I've got a couple of these large ones. There's some, you can see the stickles. So I've done a few larger pieces here and different ones out of different books. They should have the names on them. Yeah, this one's Hidden Paradise, Chris Lopez. This one's a Chris Lopez. This one is from Hidden Paradise, Chris Lopez. And then these are the ones from Anastasia Ellie Koldariva. And this one's Dragon Tales. These both are from Dragon Tales. This one has a lot of glitter and stickles on it. Now, she's not crying in the book. I made her cry. But you can see the glitter on that one. And then same thing for this one. This is the cover of the book. Wants to flash out. And that came with a bookmark, so I cut it. I cut it to put the bookmark in. So the bookmark is actually, I haven't colored the bookmark, but yeah. Can use pencils and Posca over alcohol pens. Yeah, you can. You can. Mm-hmm. But it's not going to be the same effect. If you're talking about doing this, it's not going to be the same as over paint, over acrylic paint. Okay. You can do it, but it's not going to give you this. Because there's something about, the tooth. The tooth of the acrylic paint is what allows you to do this kind of thing, right? So those are some of the larger pages that I have in another book. So yeah, but I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me again show you the one we're working on today. Stick these back up where I know they are. I mean, I've got literally hundreds of books. I didn't even make a dent, but this is the one we're working on today. Let me zoom in just a little more. is the Cute and Creepy. Okay, and I'll flip through the pages I've done so far this month one more time. And again, thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for hanging out, and showed some new books at the beginning of the show. And then we worked a little bit in this book. So I'm trying to do a page every day or every other. So, and I'm just going to work in this book this month. I flipped through it many times this last week. Because my Inktobers are so simple this year, they're not like my movie monsters that I did last year. They're just one little bug. But because I'm putting 31 bugs on one big poster, and then I'm going to paint the background and do a spider web and all this stuff at the end of the month. So because it's not taking me very long to do the Inktober, I'm working on the color book this year as well. Not as part of Inktober, but just part of, I'm calling it just Halloween coloring, because my Inktobers are just so simple this year. Thank you, Carla. So I thought, well, I'll do some coloring. And this is the one we're working on today. I'll finish it today and post it. There's the mummy girl, the scarecrow girl. And I think that's all. So I'll finish this today and post it on Instagram. And I think that's pretty much it for the day. I do need to keep working on my Scarlett Johansson for the hut. And anybody that sends in the zines, I will be showing the zines, the zine swap. And there's a video. You still have time, unless you're, maybe if you're international, you may not. But if you get me a zine, I showed how to make one, a simple copied zine. If you want to send me one, I'll swap it out with somebody else's, and you'll get one back. Self-addressed stamped envelope. Go watch the Halloween swap video from last week. All right, guys. Hi, Joan. Anybody else I miss? Chatelaine. I know it's Chatty Lane. I just like Chatelaine. I like saying Chatelaine. You're welcome, Devin. Hi, Kenny. Pamela. Ashley, thanks again. Louise. Anybody else I missed? So y'all have a great day. Stay safe, and go watch another streamer. They're all over the place. And Janet, I don't know that she'll have her camera in time for tomorrow. So, yeah. All right, guys. Y'all have a great day too. Bye.